Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Last time around, we visit the Garden Gnome Emporium, which I'm just noticing that all of these episode titles seem to be like, I don't know, it's kind of like Friends, like the one with blah blah blah. It's kind of like that. It's like all these titles are basically descriptions as written by Percy. So yeah, the gang set off on their adventure and wound up at the Garden Gnome Emporium, where they encountered Medusa, who wanted to, I guess, steal away Percy so that she could use him in her vengeance against Poseidon and Athena, and that didn't work. And they eventually defeated Medusa and killed her, and then used her head to kill one of the demons. I don't remember what they're called specifically, that was chasing them. And then they shipped Medusa's head to the gods as tribute. So, yeah. That was pretty much it. Now we're off to the next leg of our adventure. So we might as well jump right into this episode of Percy Jackson. Here we go.
The trick is to spot them first before they spot you.
Oh, a Fury, that's what they're called. It was such an ominous shot.
One day it could be really, really important, and I may not be there to help you when that happens, so I need to make sure you can do it.
Breathe.
What?
Just breathe, Mommy. That's what you always tell me to do.
Breathe the water. I mean, yeah, it's important for him to swim. He's the son of Poseidon. I don't know how to swim, and I'm fine.
Hello again, little hero. What sort of trouble are you up to now?
I'm so curious who this voice is.
Attracts
Both the character and the actor.
forbidden hero. Well, they attract doom. She is coming.
You and Dahlia were really close, right? She was the last forbidden kid before me, right? She must have dealt with the same kind of stuff.
She was tough. I mean, she knew she was a forbidden kid, she just didn't care.
Yeah.
When Luke and Dahlia found me, Luke cared for me right away. But
That Luke.
Dahlia,
Such a great guy.
what doesn't make sense to you?
The way you guys all talk. The way the gods want us to think. Gotta burn an offering to get a parent's attention. Gotta beat up on Clarice just to get my father to admit he's my father. It isn't supposed to work that way.
Well, that was just to test you and to get you to be pushed into the water.
I started out as a gift to my father. That's how it works with Athena. We're born from a thought in her mind and then given to a partner she feels connected to. And for a while, I was treated like a gift. Then he met a woman. They had their own kids. And to her, I wasn't a gift. That was a problem. It isn't the gods who think that way. It's everybody. But at least with the gods, you know the rules. Show them respect and they'll be in your corner no matter what.
You awake?
Well, I am now, thanks.
Are you okay?
He's super grouchy when he doesn't get enough sleep.
He's super grouchy when he doesn't get enough. Yeah.
Wow. Can I ask a dumb question?
It's like you need me to make fun of you.
Shoot. I've never been to Los Angeles before. I'm guessing neither of you have been to Los Angeles. So, how will we have any idea where we're going?
No idea.
Great.
That's like step 37, and we're still on step 4. Cross that bridge when we get there.
Great, sounds like a
Follow-up
plan.
stupid question. Are those...
Centaurs.
They're just chilling. Neat.
No one even knows they're there.
There used to be herds of them everywhere.
What happened to them?
Humans. Olympians.
What do you think?
A few thousand years
Ask
ago,
the
god of
bison.
the wild.
Excuse me? Can I see your tickets, please?
Ticket, please. Ah, it exploded.
Wait, you think we did this?
Just casually.
Can you tell me what time you left the cabin?
Are we under arrest?
I don't think you want to take that tone with me, little girl.
You wanna try, bitch?
Are we under arrest?
So we're just killing time till we find out that guy's like a werewolf or something, right?
It's probably fine.
Do you mind if I sit? Ah. You poor dears.
She's the monster. Look
Your
at her, she's a
parents
Karen.
aren't here, are they?
Someone smashed them in from the outside.
I don't like whatever that is.
I know.
Percy, stab her!
But we're almost there.
Like, through the head and into the animal. Just do it. Just kill her.
They were my children.
Children?
Oh,
What does that mean?
she's their mother.
Mother of monsters.
Echidna.
Echidna. Oh no, Knuckles the Echidna.
You will be her prey.
Just like kill. Just do it. Just now. Just kill her.
Yet your fear, your doubt,
Annabeth's ready.
confusion.
Oh god.
You should run now.
Oh! Oh my gosh! Did you expect that? Like, did you expect them to just sit there? God, she should have stabbed and then slit her throat on the way out.
Grover, do you know what kind of monster has one of those?
I don't know. I mean, nothing good, probably.
Do you feel okay?
I think so. Why? Do you think it's poisonous or something?
Could be.
I'm not sure.
Oh no. No, these poor cops, they're just doing their jobs. Oh.
A sanctuary dedicated to Athena, built by one of her demigod children a long time ago.
Yeah.
There's an Athenian temple in somewhere in the middle of downtown St. Louis.
Yes. Except it's not all that hidden.
Is it the arch? Oh my god, it's the arch! Oh, good grief.
The arch is held up by symmetry. It's held up by math.
Math.
And it's earthquake proof. So Poseidon can't ruin it.
Yay.
Nice.
Excuse me.
Poseidon does
This
earthquakes?
is how you show Athena your love.
We can't stay here forever. Just because we're prey doesn't mean we need to be helpless.
Westward
Isn't like it
expansion.
when people mess with animals. So, this is your mom's place?
Meh.
Wonder if she's around.
Doubt.
Be right down, just going to the potty.
Nice.
I have a gift.
Meh.
Pretty lucky we happen to be in the right city for it.
Luck or fate?
Yes. It's only fate when you look
I know you
backwards.
think it's
I don't want anything from him. He's had his chances. Honestly, you've done more for me in the past few days than my father's done in my entire life. If I have to stick with someone,
careful. I think you're about to call me a friend.
Meh.
Somewhere around here, the Oracle is laughing at us, but you know. Whoa!
What?
I have an idea. Come on, help me. Okay.
In the water. What the hell's going on there?
The water curing back at camp. It should work for poison too, right?
I hope so, because we look like
I
idiots.
think it's working.
Ugh. We're an echidna.
We'll take Percy inside.
Better not have an
and we'll
echidna
go to the
penis.
altar.
Those things are terrifying. Oh, yeah, the eggs. The little egg elevators.
What did you hear?
I've been in the arch long time ago.
She said my impertinence wounded my mother's pride, and that will be my doom.
What?
Impertinence? What kind of...
The head.
His head.
Ow.
They'll be up here any minute, and if my mother isn't going to protect us, then we'll just have to fight it out up here.
Great. Oh, that's just how I remember it. I imagine they just recreated this as a set, but man, that does look exactly the same.
Go! Wait.
Ah. Take the sword. Oh! That was clever, actually. Stupid, he's poisoned, but clever.
Percy, you can't do this on your own.
Oh. The Chimera. Shao Tucker finally did it. Oh! You got a hit. I mean, it can't, like, lunge back too much. There's a roof. Oh! Oh, it breathes fire. Oh, God. Oh! Oh, no. Oh, God. He's still there. It's like Empire Strikes Back. Oh! Oh! I thought someone was gonna catch him. Wait, do you have the shoes? Use the shoes! Oh! Oh, he was saved in the disgusting river. Oh, is he stuck? This is where he's gonna figure out he can breathe underwater?
Your father is here. He's always been here. It is so hard for him to stand back. To see you struggle.
He does
It is
care.
so hard for us all. Just breathe.
Breathe. He is fish! Oh, is that it? Oh my gosh. What a way to end it. Just kind of cliffhang in the middle of the fight. Alrighty. That is episode 4. Again, a very interesting place to cut it. I mean, I guess it's interesting of, like, you know, I guess technically he got away from the Chimera, but meh. But it's still interesting. It's like we haven't defeated the Chimera, but I guess it makes sense. We have to wait a little bit. You know, you gotta spread it out a little bit before you defeat the mother of monsters, Echidna. It's an interesting name for the mother of monsters. Mainly just because that is an animal, you know, an echidna. Knuckles the Echidna. Percy Jackson and the Olympians and Knuckles. In Greek mythology, Echidna was a monster, half woman, half snake, who lived all alone in a cave. She was the mate of the fearsome monster Typhon, and was the mother of many of the most famous monsters in Greek myth. Interesting. Typhon, who would later go on to be referenced as a Yu-Gi-Oh card, actually, along with Zeus. Yeah, there's nothing else about that. It's just a fun tidbit, I know. Anywho, interesting stuff. Very, very interesting stuff. Yeah, I do kind of feel bad for those two cops, because they don't deserve that. They don't deserve to be killed like that. Assuming they did get killed, I just kind of assume, but yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, they're just doing their jobs, you know. And Though, with the whole train thing, it's like, oh, we'll be in LA in 2 days. It's like, it's not that easy. I mean, at least I'm glad that, because our last episode, our progress was going from New York City to New Jersey. Not a lot of progress. I'm glad that in this episode, we've made the progress from New Jersey to St. Louis, at least. So, that's at least good. And yeah, going to the Arch. That's great, man. When did I go to the Arch? Oh, good Lord. Must have been over 15 years ago, I would say. Probably before I read Percy Jackson in middle school. I must have been a young kid when I went to the Arch, and I guess this was before I developed a fear of heights, but I do remember, what I remember is the inside of the top looked exactly like that, which obviously I'm sure they just rebuilt it as a set, and they didn't actually film in there, but I remember it looking exactly like that. Maybe the windows were a little bit bigger, but not much, What I do remember was what can only be described as a trap door. Like just a hatch in part of the floor. Maybe that's where the fear of heights began for me, because I hate that, I hate that idea. But I mean, yeah, I used to not have a fear of heights. Like when I was a kid, no, I was fine. I went up to the top of the Space Needle, actually, in Seattle. And I would, I'd stand at the edge and I'd look out. My brother was back, but was back there because he didn't like the heights. Somehow, his fear of heights transferred to me because now, I can't do that. I can't do that, man. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I developed it, but I definitely have developed a fear of heights. So, so yeah. Luckily, I live in the Great Plains, which means everything is fucking flat. Everything is flat. Barely anything has a second story, so yeah. So it's all good. It's all good, man. So, but yeah, very, very interesting. Man, I gotta say, I guess it's not a good idea to just attack wildly, but at the same time, when she turns her back, kill her. Now, granted, that might have been awkward with the cops there. They might have, they probably would have pulled their guns on those kids. I don't know. God forbid would have killed them, but still, probably should have killed her when you had the chance. I'm at least glad that Annabeth was ready with the knife and stabbed into the Chimera, I do just wish stab, then when you bring the knife up, slit her throat, and then run, But that's okay. She at least stabbed. That's something, So yeah, Echidna, the mother of monsters. And it's interesting that she created the Furies. And so she's pissed about it. Man. It sucks, though. It does suck, because it's just... Ugh. It's just like, man, why you gotta do this? Why you gotta do this? Why you gotta be a bitch? She's just doing what she's doing, man. I'm going to retract my comment about her being a Karen too. That's just that's a joke. That's a joke, a modern day joke. Obviously Karens didn't exist back then. Good God, but that's just a joke because it's just because when she shows up, she's gonna be a monster, But I don't know. But yeah, but I like going to the Arch. I like it being a temple of Athena too. That was really cool. Even though it's it's supposed to be the gateway to the westward expansion, which is the death of many animals, which bothers Grover. But I like that it is a sanctuary, basically a temple to Athena, which is pretty cool. And it would have worked if Athena was not embarrassed by the head. And it's an interesting thing talking about, like, you know, the gods and all these rules and stuff with them. And it's like, yeah, but humans are like that. It's just that the gods have power, you know? That's really it, you know? And that was an interesting thing. I like Annabeth's story of, like, yeah, which, that's an interesting thing, I guess, the birthing process of Athena, you know? But she was a gift to her father, but she was not a gift to her stepmother, so she left. So, which, I mean, it's kind of sad, though. It's like, yeah, but your father, like, your dad never had, like, he probably never wavered on his love for you. Like, that's so sad, though. So, just because your stepmom's a bitch, you know? But I get it. But I like how she says it's like, yeah, humans are exactly the same as gods. It's just gods, they have power, you know? And they have rules, so you can, you know, like, everything is laid out with the gods, you know? Like, you know, social cues and, you know, understandings and conversation and stuff like that. None of that is laid out with humans. That is case by case. With the gods, hey, they've had this sorted out since ancient Greek times. You kind of understand what they're talking about. You kind of understand how to deal with them at this point. You know, thousands and thousands of years later, you kind of get it. So that was at least good. But yeah, so Athena was embarrassed by the impertinence. Yeah, but that's how the gods are. That's how the gods are, you know? So, and then, yeah, there's a good, interesting fight on the, at the arch, Percy being poisoned. I like how it does have to specifically be, like, running water. Like, not water that's, you know, filtered and, you know, thrown out into a fountain. It has to be, like, a genuine, you know, source connected to the oceans. So, the river. I do like, though, the detail that river is disgusting. You know? Like, that, like, he's not down there in the calm serenity of the blue water. Shit is green. It is disgusting, you know? Like, I honestly, I wouldn't want to breathe in that water even if I could, because that's nasty, man. Ugh. I remember my senior year, was it senior year, I guess? Yes, I think senior year zoology class in high school, where they talked about, like, you know, just, like, going into a random lake, basically, or some sort of body of water, and it's like, yeah, and all the, like, the worms you could get from that and shit, and it's like, ugh, it's terrible. So I like that little detail that, while yes, that is a natural river that Poseidon controls and will heal Percy, and it's great that, you know, Percy can breathe the water and Poseidon is always there looking out for him. It's a disgusting river, though. Like, good lord, was that gross, you know? But, yeah. I guess, you know, take what you can get, so he was healed, and Poseidon, that is one thing I do kind of remember from the book is, you know, Poseidon's a good guy, actually. He's always been concerned. He's always been watching over Percy, and he'll always be there to help. And like, oh, that's great, man, I guess, you know. I mean, it is good, because, you know, it's like Percy said, it's like, Percy basically says, like, I've gained nothing. I've gotten nothing from him. You know, I've gotten more from Annabeth in the past few days than him my entire life, you know? So it is nice to see him, you know, being there for Percy, you know? I guess it's sort of the question of, like, you know, because Talia was the last of the forbidden children before Percy, but the question does remain, when was the last time Poseidon had a son, you know? Now, there is one thing I do kind of remember from the books, but that's much later, so. But as of just, like, characters still, though, it's like, you know, what do we know? Like, is there another child of Poseidon out there right now? Maybe not. Maybe he does do it sparingly, you know? I don't know. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see what comes to pass, if anything. Don't let me trying to remember things from 15 years ago knock you off your senses. I don't know. I could be wrong. So, but yeah, really interesting, good episode, and I'm curious to see where we are going next time. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Percy Jackson reactions, as well as another video on screen if you want to go check that out. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.